無量天尊. Hello everyone, this is Ji Sifu from Tina Dragon's YouTube channel. Today is another talk show talking about some very commonly seen Taoism topic, but a lot of people don't get it because it's hard to understand without a real human explaining the stuff to you without like all these fancy language and quotes and stuff. Okay, so today I'm going to teach you this lesson, fully let you understand what is the Tai Chi diagram about and how it's actually practically and really used in Taoism and Taoist Magic. Because right now, if you look at this, you'll be like, which is the right one? There's so many different versions, different variation of this symbol. Which is the right one? And what does it mean? Well, first of all, there's no right or wrong right now because these are all possibilities of this diagram. So if you understand the diagram, then it's not right or wrong. You can use it neither this way or that way, right? Okay, just a minute. Let me make sure this thing is on. Okay. Now, let's get started by teaching you another theory that we already talked about. Remember, everything that is going to happen will always have three stages. One is the teen, the sky. One is the day. The day is the ground. Two party, and when they work together, it happens to yan, which is human, the stage. Okay. Now, when you look at Taoism stuff, when you see this three realms, okay, teen, day, yan, people usually say heaven, earth, and human, and which is not true. Okay, because heaven. Oh, how can you like refer to heaven? Heaven is weird. This word makes people think about like, oh, somewhere there's God and stuff. Okay, no. Okay, we talk about this as teen, as the sky. This is where resources come from, and it's a pattern. It's not about the sky outside or the ground you're standing on. It's basically the teen is the party or the side where resources come from, and the ground is where that it takes in the resources. It will use it, process it, okay, and then make something happen later on. So let's say example time. Okay, if you can understand this, okay, then you can understand this. Because if you don't understand this, this is completely hard to understand because it doesn't make any sense right now. Okay, so let's go. Example time. I'm going to drink coffee. Okay, so I am going to go into the kitchen and get my coffee and drink. Okay, so how's this? Now the teen, okay, and day, which is the teen and day. Okay, me going into the kitchen to do stuff. So I'm the teen. I go into the kitchen to the day. Okay, this is my day, my ground, and then I'll be doing something there. Okay, so I'm the teen. The kitchen is the day. Now, when we reverse that, okay, let's say I pick I will take a coffee and then I'll put it into my mouth and drink it. So this coffee go into me. This is the teen. This is the day. So you see, just a simple event, you can already have so many different like the switching of position, right? Right now I'm the teen. Later on I'm the day. It doesn't stay in one spot all the time. So you can see every happening, every event is basically full of interchanging roles. Okay, like now I'm proactive, now I'm responsive. It's like that, always changing. Right now I am going to make this YouTube video. Okay, so I'm now doing my video and stuff. Okay, and then what? Now the camera absorbed my images, my talk, my sound, everything. So I'm the teen, the camera is the day. Okay, when I upload the thing, I put the memory card in and upload to YouTube. Okay, so I am now like not I, but actually the computer, everything inside the computer is the teen, where the resources come from, and YouTube is the day. It's basically YouTube is the ground. Now when you watch the video, okay, when you watch the video plays from YouTube into your computer and to your eyes, and you see it. So your computer is the day, And YouTube is the tin where all the resources come from into your computer and let you see. Is that clear enough? Not really? Okay, one more time. I'm going to, let's say, some funny examples here. Okay, let's do this. Live example, okay? I have an airsoft gun right now, okay? Airsoft gun. So, hey, let's take some gas. Okay, green gas. Okay, so I'm going to now do this action. Let's see. Okay, so I go. Okay, what did I do? I put gas into the magazine, into the gun. So this is the tin where this thing come from. Day is the inside of the gun. So the gun takes my resources, and now I can play with it. Now I'm going to shoot the gun, and boom, like that, into the target box. Okay, so the BB inside, the ammunition inside, flies out of the gun and to another place and basically go into the trap. So in that case, the whole gun is the tin, and then the day is the trap. Is that very simple? Okay, so just think about what goes out of somewhere to something, into something. Okay, one more example. Let's say I am going to play my flute, okay? Now, I'm going to play my flute. So this right now, okay, this, I'm going to take my flute and I'm going to put it into my mouth, like into my body, my area, and I'm going to play it. So right now, this flute goes into me, okay? So at this point, who is the tin? Well, this is the tin because I gained the flute from in front of me, okay? So outside is the tin, into me. Me, I'm the day. Okay, when I'm playing it, now I am providing air into here, so I'm the tin right now. This is my day. See, this is the ground because I keep putting in my resources, which is the air, into here, and my finger, and I play with it. This is the ground, and outcome music is the human. Okay, so very simple, right? Do we need any more resources? I mean, examples. Example. What kind of example do you need? Okay, knife. I got a knife here. Wow. Okay, not this one. This is too big. Okay, a knife. Okay, I just got a knife from the table. Okay, so knife come from the table into my hand. My hand, I'm the day. This is the tin. Okay, now I'm going to use the knife and then cut stuff. How's that? Okay, I take the knife, output the power of the knife to cut things, to put the power of the knife into the piece of paper. You see? Can I? Yeah, I can do that. Okay, make sure not any important paper. So I take the knife and put it into the paper, and now the paper is sliced, right? So this is the day, this is the tin right now. Wow, how easy is that? Okay, now you understand the tin, the sky, and the ground, right? And the effect is, of course, the yan. So basically, if you just have the tin and the day and no yan, that means that there's no interaction yet, but they're connected. It's like, okay, tin, okay, come in to the day. Now we're connected, but we have not do anything. We have not start playing. There's no effect coming out of it. Okay, I'm connected, right? Okay, now when I play and start flowing in my resources, when I start, then there is some kind of effect going on, then that is the yan stage. So as long as I hold it and I don't, then there's no effect coming out, right? I just touched it. I connected it, okay? So there's nothing going to happen because I just connect. I didn't flow in anything. Even you say, okay, what about the silent stuff? Like there's no sound. Well, cool. Let's look at the gun again, okay? If I just connect the two, there's nothing going to happen. You don't have any sound, whatever. But when I press, see, there's going in. Even a knife, even whatever example, when you start flowing in the resources, then you will have some sort of effect going on. Okay? So there's always the teen and the day and stuff. Now, I labeled these 1 to 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So let's start from number 1. And basically, wait a second. Look at the top and look at the bottom. What do you see right now that is very different? Okay, so the top, you see it's rolling this way, right? Like clockwise. The bottom row is counterclockwise. Okay? Now, another theory here that you need to understand about clockwise and counterclockwise. Here, let me introduce this theory. The Tao and the Ta. Okay? Tao, the Tao. The theory of what is the Tao? Tao is when the teen, or the sky, okay, provides as a path to whatever. Okay, so it's like I provide a plan for this to execute to whatever effect. Okay, so this is the Tao. Tao give. Okay, it's like the teen, the boss, give something into the ground and let the ground have it. Okay, so that's Tao. It's like when this is my ground, I keep blowing, and then you will hear the sound come out later on, right? That's the Tao. Okay, when I keep putting things in. Okay, Tak. What is Tak? Tak is when this something from the ground goes back up to the Tao. Okay, the finished product go back up to the Tao. That is when I am like done blowing. Okay, at the same time the Tak happens, which is when the sound goes back to my ear and I absorb that. That is the Tak. Okay, basically Tak in Chinese, if we have to explain the word Chinese word. Okay, most people don't understand Tao and they call this Te in Mandarin. I don't speak Mandarin. Okay, so it's called Tak in Cantonese. Usually you see it when you research Taoism, you see the book Tao Te Ching, okay, which is Tao Tak King in Cantonese. Basically, you don't have to read this book, okay, because first of all, tons of mistranslation, tons of confusing ancient Chinese. And today is 2017, a lot of people don't even understand Chinese properly anymore. It's like people don't understand modern Chinese enough, so you expect them to understand ancient Chinese. Oh man, okay, so let's look at a live human teacher here teaching you the theory with easy to understand language that a human being can understand right now. Okay, very simple. Tao is when the teen provides to the day, and so that the day can absorb this stuff. So it's like you keep providing, like the boss keep giving money and resources and plan to the workers and let the workers do their work. Okay, it's like father and mother keep giving stuff to the kid and let the kid have stuff and things like that. It's the providing from the top to bottom. Okay, very simple. That's the Tao root. Okay, now the Tak roots go backward. Okay, Tao is always clockwise. It goes straight down. Okay, Tak goes straight up, back up. Okay, that's why you see this thing spins. Oops, this diagram, it spins back up. Okay, back up to the sky. Because why? Because it's giving back. It's a form of giving back, so that the Tao understand to give more or not. Okay, so it's like if we look at this example as the father and the parents giving stuff to the kid. Now the kids have to give their feedback, like, oh, I have enough, or thank you, or I don't like it. Okay, some kind of feedback. It gives back to the other side, so the other side knows to give or not to give more or change. Feedback. Okay, very simple. So I take this flute. Now I'm going to be the Tao. So I provide. I keep playing. And then suddenly this thing gives back by means of like doing sound notes. And then somehow I hear a sound like this. Hey, something's wrong. It give back with this sound that sounds very wrong to me. So the Tao right here, the sky, the boss, understand now is, oh, it's time to check this. Is it broken? And then after I'm done giving my care to this thing, I try again. And then, hey, no sound. What happened? Okay, it gave back its stuff to me instantly. And then I have to now give it more care, maybe some loop here and things like that, okay? After I'm done, I play again. Hey, much better. I'm happy. So now I will be playing this happily. You see? Everything is in the Tao and the Duck circulation. Every day, everything you do, it's non-stop or even simultaneously happening. Okay, it's like this. One more example, okay? One more example. Hey, water. Okay, I got water. I'm just finding anything around me to do this, okay? Water. Now, Tao, okay? This is the sky, all right? Outside from the sky. Put this into my mouth and go into my body. Tao, okay? Now, after I'm done drinking, where's the duck? Well, the duck is when I give feedback back to here. Maybe I will like, ah! This is my feedback. Too hot, and then my action is put it down. Too hot, and then I will be giving more. I will be putting a block of ice in here to make this thing not so hot. That's my duck to give back to here. My feedback. I put a block of ice to make it not so hot. Okay? Now, if this is too cold, I will like, wow, brain freeze. And then, okay, some warm water. Okay, now drink again. Okay, that's good. See, I give it feedback all the time. It's always like that. Like Tao and Duck is always circulating. So it's always the top gives to the bottom, bottom give back to the top, and it always go like that. Okay? Now, even YouTube videos, YouTube video, okay? I provide the video for you guys to watch, right? You guys give me feedback. So comment, like, subscribe, and yeah. And also, even you don't do anything, you're still giving me a feedback. Why? Because you're giving me a view count. See? Even you're a troll or you're a hater and you come to dislike, it doesn't matter. Because you gave me a view count. And I can see instantly, oh, someone saw it. Ooh, okay? That's the feedback. Now, what if this YouTube don't have any view count? Like, it doesn't have any statistic. Will that even have any thought or like feedback to me? Well, of course it does. Even it's not visible, there's always a non-visible feedback as well. Sometimes, okay, like this, when you upload a video to a place and you expect people to see it and stuff, but there's no interaction, no comment, no nothing. It's just a place where you put and people can see and you don't know who saw it, okay? Well, the feedback will come in a non-physical form, like an energy form. So that means when you keep doing this Tao, okay, keep giving and giving, and then later on, from time to time, when you make video again, you will have a feeling inside, oh, I want to make more. It's so exciting. Or you'll be like, I don't want to make more because it's like some kind of weird vibe inside my mind. And that kind of feeling will actually affect how your future video will be like. So the more the more energy you get from this feedback, even though you don't see it, okay, you get that energy and impacts you, and it changed the way how you do things later on. So basically, it's always like that. Once you give, you instantly have the next reaction implant inside. It's invisible, but it's there, and it gives you the vibe, okay, of, oh, happy, not happy. I like this, I don't like this, and then later, do you want to do more? See, it's always like that. So a feedback and like a give and then a feedback is always working together, like hand in hand, okay? Now, so after you know this, the top four right here is the Tao Root, okay? These four are basically from the top going into the ground, and then it goes back the backward. Right here is the backward root, which is the duck, Okay, tak. Now for the Chinese who are watching this video, I will add this little tip right here. The word for tak, which is for virtue, actually is not really exactly virtue. Tak is left side. You see, there's the 雙其人, okay, the human side, okay, and then the right side you see 14一心, okay, 14 one heart, which is what? Which is to 14, meaning to output 4 inside, which is to output into, plant into, and 1 is to connect and to heart. So what this means is basically to do something that goes back into the heart. What is the heart? The heart is where things come from. Okay, so when you see the word for listening in Chinese, 聽, it's 以王14一心. It's the year and then the king and then 14 one heart, which means to go through the year and then goes into the heart, so that it plants things into the heart. This is where things come out from, right? When you do things, things come out from the heart to the outside of your body and act it out. When you're listening, things go back in from here and into the heart. Basically, the word tak have a human side. So that is when you do things. When you do things and basically you do, okay, and then this thing will let you see and go back to your heart. So just like what we explained in the tak theory, what you're doing is using your action to give back to where things come from. Basically, that's the tak, okay? And if you understand the pattern, you will understand the tak for anything. For example, you go to a restaurant and eat, right? What's the tak, the virtue for a customer? Very simple. You do it all the time. You don't need to learn it. You go, eat, and then you give a feedback. Like, I don't like it. See, that's a feedback already. Waiter, can you change the dish? It's all cold. That's a feedback. That is your virtue. Okay? Everyone will do things like that automatically. There's no need to learn, because basically you do it all the time. Okay? You do it all the time. Now, there's one little tip here though, which is if you know that you are the boss, you're the team, okay, then you will not be putting things back into your where you come from. Okay, basically you don't put things back into the bank. You have to let the others to do it and earn things back to you, and you store it up and give it back to the people who work for you. It's like the boss. Okay, the boss will not be going out and like earning money and put it back to himself. He will have to hire people and then give money to the worker. So the worker will do the job for him and then bring the money back to him. And that's when he can put it back. So Sang Tak Pat Tak is like when the boss, okay, his virtue is to not put things back into the bank, okay, because that's not his job. His job is to provide. So don't mess things up, okay? Basically, that's basically what it means. Okay, anyway, so besides that, after we know about the sky, the ground, and then the Tao and Tak theory, okay, looking back at this one, now we can understand what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Now, the top is always the teen. The bottom is always the day, okay? Now, tip number 1 is whenever you see this dot, the smaller dot right here, okay? These smaller dots. When you see the dot is in the center, it means that they're just connected and nothing is done yet, okay? Remember that. Nothing is started yet. It's like when I just touched the flute, I haven't played yet, okay? That's what happened. Now, white and black, you need to understand. White is fully output because it's finished, it's done. Sorry. Okay, so white is fully output, okay? Black is the opposite of white. It fully is intake and absorb. Very simple, okay? So this, you have to look at this black and white as in like the color of light, okay? Light color. White light contains everything. It contains blue, green, blah, blah, orange, okay? Look, rainbow color. It contains all colors of light inside white light, okay? White light is a complete form of light. and that's what the thing is about. So when you see white, it means that it's completed, and it's about to output, to grow bigger. Okay, it's completed. Black is like when it don't have anything, and basically it's reducing, it's absorbing, it's taking in, that kind of vibe. Okay, understand? Now, this one and this one, okay, 1 and 3 right here. These two are basically standby. It's like when they touch and connect, but nothing is done. Okay, these two is when things are happening. Okay, it's actually happening. It started already. Okay, so this is the Tao Root on the first line, going clockwise. Okay, so this one, the top, you see the teen is now having a little white dot. Okay, the dot means it's completed. One dot, one circle means it's full. Okay, it's full. So what's full right here in the teen? It the teen right here, right now. Okay, it's the white, which means that it's about to output. So it's ready to output. It hasn't output yet, but it's ready. The ground right here is ready to absorb. Okay, so it's in the stage where the Tao is providing, and they're connected, they're ready, about to happen. So it's like when I'm holding this thing, okay, and I'm about to play, but I didn't play yet. So I'm ready. That's what it means, okay? I'm ready. Now, when you see this thing flipped over here, okay, now you see it flipped down, right? And the white right now, from the small to big into the sky, into the ground. So that means what I'm outputting is going to from small to big. So I'm going to go like small and then big, more and more and more and more and more. So I'm playing, okay? I'm giving my stuff into the ground, and so the ground is non-stop gaining at this moment. Okay, now the ground is right here. The ground is finished, and basically right here you see the white is inside the ground now. Okay, so the ground is, it received all the stuff and it's about to give. Okay, the ground is about to give, and then right here it goes here. So what happened right here is the ground is giving, is outputting, and the sky is now absorbing. So this actually is hard to show with the flute because it's happening in the same second. So what happened is the ground, which is the flute, is now giving out something, giving out stuff like respond, okay? And then so it's ready to give out respond, and I'm ready to listen back, okay? And then right here is when the response start to give, okay? Response start to give, and then I start to listen. So basically all these things are done in like 1 split second, so I cannot show you. But basically that's what it means, okay? And then after this one, it goes to here. This is the top, when the thing come back to my ear, okay? That's the top. So in this right here, you see the ground, okay, started. The ground started, and it's going to go backward, okay? It's going to go back to the sky. So now the ground start to output, which is that thing, okay? Start to give sound output, but it didn't do it yet. It's just about to. And then it start to produce the sound. So I am at this stage non-stop getting more from the stuff, okay? And then I'm absorbing. Now here, I'm done absorbing. So I'm about to give another output. So maybe the next note, or maybe some kind of feedback, I'm supposed to give back to the flute. And then right here, the last one is I started giving back my response, my tuned response, something like that, okay? So as you can see, this is a very like easy to understand cycle, but it can be too complex because it's basically happening in 1 split second, okay? Now I'm going to find something that is easier to refer to, which will be a little bit like spread apart, not so packed up in 1 second, okay? So let's look at one example here. Maybe we'll do a client buying stuff kind of example, okay? So so this example is like I am going to go into a shop and buy something. I'm going to go inside and buy buy a jacket. Okay, I'm gonna buy a jacket. So what happened? Okay, now who is the sky and which is the ground? I am going to go into the shop and buy a jacket. So I am the sky here. Okay, for the shop. So I'm the sky. I'm going to go into the shop, and the shop is the ground. So basically, I and the shop is basically connected, and right now, okay, so it's connected right here. Okay, so I don't have a jacket. I'm connected. So I am about to output. Output what? Output my money. Output everything. Okay, output my money. Output my action, my energy, anything. Okay, I'm going to output soon. Now here I started to output. See, the sky start to output, and the shop is now starting to get the stuff from me. So it's starting to get more and more stuff from me, such as like, oh, I look, and then I start to give money and things. Okay, so I keep outputting. Okay, from my side. Right here is I'm done. So I'm absorbing. Well, absorbing can be like you can be looking as it's also absorbing, but let's like spread it apart a little bit. So I'm absorbing. Maybe I'm getting the piece of clothing and things like that. Okay, so absorbing. I'm absorbing, and the shop is giving me something back. Okay, the shop is giving me maybe oh, this is the nice catalog, something like that. Okay, oh, a sales on sales like that. Okay, so I keep absorbing all these information. And then this is connected. This is started. Now giving back. Okay, give back. Root. It's okay. The shop right here, the ground, give back to me. So the shop give back by let's say okay, the product. Okay, the shop product come back. The product come back, and then I will feel something about the product. So I will be giving something. Oh, the product's nice, and then I will give back. Give my final cash, final bill, okay, pay and such like that. So everything is very quickly happening inside here. It's basically okay, two stage with the thought in the center really means that nothing is happening, but they're connected. And then this two stage with the thought on the side by side, okay, it means that something happened. It starts to flow, okay? Something is happening. Like there's a transaction going on. So just understand which is the sky, which is the ground, and basically you'll get it. Now putting this thing into a more practical example, like, oh, how does this thing work in Taoist Magic? Well, here I'll show you. Look at this hat. You see the hat? Okay. Now this hat, what does it do? When you get a piece of Taoist clothing, okay, you do not just put it on your body and expect it to work, because all these are magic tools. So we have to consecrate them, meaning to do stuff to it, to connect them to a power source. So make it easier, okay, so you guys can understand. Let's say I am a Taoist of Superman. So all my power comes from Superman, okay? Very simple. Just for fun, okay? I'm getting all my power from Superman. So now let me get a stamp that can approve me from the Superman power bank. So let me get a stamp. Okay. I'm going to get a stamp. For example, okay, this is my stamp. So when I chop this stamp onto something, this will be marked and connected to Superman power, and then I can write Superman signature in here, connected, and basically this thing will connect to Superman and be able to take the power from Superman. Okay, very fun. Okay, let's go. So now I have a gun. Okay, now I want this gun to be able to fire out Superman bullet. Okay, so I will be taking this gun, and this is where the bullet goes in. Okay. So I'll be writing, get bullet, okay, reload, whatever, and then you chop the stamp right here with the Superman stamp. So now Superman connected to here, and then we'll do the word that I said, which is reload, ammunition, okay, packed up with the magazine, whatever, okay. So this thing right now, when I keep shooting, it will keep giving me Superman bullet reload into here. And as I shoot, all these bullets will have Superman power inside. Okay, very simple. Now, if I don't write Superman and don't have the Superman stamp, then I cannot connect to Superman. So all the bullet that is going out of this gun is just an ordinary bullet. Now, look, this hat, it got a Tai Chi diagram right here, right? Now, it's just a picture. It doesn't do anything, okay? It doesn't do anything. It really doesn't, okay? It's basically a design. But when I take this hat, and then on top of it, I start to draw my stuff, and then I put my Superman stamp, okay? And then I do a spell and things on the Superman altar. Now, this is a Superman Tai Chi. So, let's look at who is the teen and who is the day. Now, look, I put this into or onto my head, and now it becomes part of me. Look at that, okay? So, I put this is the teen. Goes on top of me, go into me. Now I'm the day, I absorb this thing. Okay? So I'm the ground, I absorbed it. So of course, the Superman is now the teen as well. Okay, because it's connected to here. So Superman is the teen, is the resources come from and into myself, into my head. So by putting this hat on right now, I am actually putting on the Superman power. And the Superman power here is set to do this job, which is the Tai Chi, where is it? This one, number 3. Okay, it's doing this. So as you know, this is a connection, a connecting Tai Chi. It's nothing is done, okay? Nothing is flowing. It's connecting me and the Superman, okay? So the Superman is the teen on top. I am the day on the bottom, right here. Okay, this is the Tao Root. Okay, the Tao Root is providing things. Okay, flowing into the day right now. So this we can see right now the day right here is white. This is black. Okay, so the teen is starting and is ready to absorb, and me the day is ready to output stuff right here. Okay, and well, my next step right here, you can see, okay, the next step here is obviously me output and go back to the teen. So it allows me, what happened here is, okay, when the Superman power goes through the hat into me, it basically allows me to have power to start outputting power. It's an empowering kind of Tai Chi. It empowers me and let me start doing things, start to do stuff. And this is before this stage. Okay, this stage right now on the hat is before this stage. You can see, okay? So this is number 1, okay? Superman started to output its power. Number 2, power injection right now charging in. Number 3 is this one. It's injection complete, and I'm now going to start output. Okay, next step, I can output back to the teen. But now, when I output to the teen, I don't have to output to the Superman. I can output to something else. Okay, I can output to something outside of me. So it can be anything. So basically, it's a Tai Chi that empowers me. Okay, simply said, it's a Tai Chi that empowers me and give me Superman energy. Okay, like whatever energy. So in my lineage, we connect to Saam Law, this pre-heaven dimension, and so the power of Saam Law goes in from the hat right here. Okay, it's tuned to give me the power to start doing stuff, to start outputting things. So basically, it allows me it empowers me and allows me to start outputting this power of Saam Law, okay, of the lineage power. Okay, another example right here. Let me get this rope. Now this is another rope, okay. This rope right here at the back where your lower back is, there's the Tai Chi, okay. Now this one is the same kind of Tai Chi, you can see. Okay? So the sky is about to absorb and the ground is going to start outputting. They're like basically ready to output and ready to absorb. Okay? Now what is happening right here with this Tai Chi? Well, it's going into my lower back system. Okay, my lower back system is corresponding to my processing power, internal processing power. And this at the back goes into my body. So, going into the body, what happened right here is when I consecrate the robe, it will carry the power of whatever I'm connected to, which is Saam Law in this case, and go into my body. Okay, now it will allow my body, the inside, the ground inside my body, to start and fire up that power. Okay, it will help me to fire up the engine inside. So it's also an empowerment kind of thing to empower my inside. But here is the thing. Okay, when you have things facing the front and from the back and into your body, they're different. Okay, when things are at the back, it will go into your body and help your inside to have this power. So that big Tai Chi at the back is empowering the inside of my body. Now this Tai Chi right here, it goes into me and allows me to output to the exterior world. So it's my output power, not inside power. Okay? Now another example, if we have this little Tai Chi band right here, okay, headband. Now take a look. This diagram right here is basically the same as that. So if I take off my hat, okay, put this on. So if I'm doing it like this right now, okay, the Tai Chi is right here, and this basically set my forehead right here, this spot, okay, to have the Saam Law power connect to me, and basically, yeah, you see, like that. Okay, so what this thing is doing right here, if I consecrated this band, okay, with this Tai Chi, it's doing the same job here, okay, and it basically empowers into me and allows me to output with this power, output this thing with this power, okay. So if I flip this around, it's a different thing. So right here, I am outputting back to the sky. Okay, outputting back to the sky mean output back to Saam Law, or output back to other things that is outside of me where I get things from. So if you actually do it like this, okay, it's like when I am when I'm going like this, it's like when I'm ready and connected, I'm ready to output. Let's say I'm ready to burn incense and stuff back to this root, okay? It's like that. Now if I flip it, it's different. See, when I flip it, now the sky is ready to output and the ground is ready to absorb, right? I just flipped that thing. And when I'm doing this, then it's a different effect because the sky is outputting and the ground is absorbing. Now that's like charging in stuff. It's very different effect, okay? When the ground is absorbing, it's like you're charging into the ground. Now when the ground is outputting, it's like the ground is done, and basically right now it's about to unleash the power. Okay, so this is a powerful Tai Chi right here. Now another Tai Chi you can see, oh, right here at the back of my can you see it? Right here. Okay, now this Tai Chi, yeah, this Tai Chi is basically this one. Yeah, should be right. Yeah, this one. Number 2. Okay, this Tai Chi at my back is number 2. Okay, now you can see basically here it's like, wait a second. So this Tai Chi is the number 2 Tai Chi right here. So it basically, the power goes in and it started flowing already. So as the power go into me, because it's from my back, and it start to flow, okay, now this one grows clockwise. And so the sky start to output energy for me to charge me up. So this one is like to charge me up and I will keep growing inside me. So basically this Tai Chi said that this robe is going to fill me up with the light, the energy, the stuff from my power source. It's going to fill me up, and I am going to be able to use it and absorb it. So basically, this is like empowering into and charging in. But this Tai Chi is already charging. It's like when I'm already blowing into the flute. Okay, I'm already blowing. Now, if you look at this Tai Chi, nothing is blowing. It's just connected. When you're connected, you can do anything, but nothing's flowing in. Okay, that's what happened. Now, another rope right here. This rope. Okay, this one is it's a big rope. Okay, this one, I got to take off the clip just a minute. Okay, this is a big rope, and it's a very different style. This rope is what we call the sleeveless style. Okay, there's no sleeve. Now this one you can see I have a sleeve. This one don't. It's a huge rope. Okay, now let me flip it and let you see. Okay, so there is really no sleeve. See, huge. Okay, one piece of fabric, like a square, a big square. Okay, now this is what we call the Tin Yi in Taoism. Okay, the sky rope. Now what it happens is this thing absorbs. It's basically a kind of absorbing power. Okay, I'll explain the rope later on, but take a look at this. A Tai Chi on the collar, and basically this is not the same. You see, compared to mine, not the same, right? Now what does it do? It programs the collar, which is going into your neck. It programs what it's supposed to do. Okay, now what it's supposed to do right here is, you see, this is, okay, I use the paper. That is the number 4 Tai Chi. Okay, right here, number 4. So what happened right here is basically you can see that the sky is growing big and started to absorb. Okay, the sky, and the ground started to output. So what you're doing here is basically with that rope, you're connecting to your power source, which is Saam Law, okay, where you get the stuff from, and you're outputting things back to the source, starting to output back to the source. That's what we're doing, okay? So with that rope, basically what you're doing, all the stuff, you're trying to push things out to the sky and not get things into your body. Now with this one, it's getting things into your body, and so you're charged up and you can do things. Now, a little bit confusing for you guys here, right? So let me explain the two rope. First of all, you got to understand the theory, man and mo. Very simple. One, man, is to intake stuff into a system. Like when you're eating, when you're watching, looking, you keep absorbing things in. That's man. Okay. Mo is to use up the stuff inside. So it's like burning the fuel inside. Okay. So man is like you put gasoline into the car, refill your battery, things like that. That's man. Okay. Mo is when you use it up. When you use it up to do things, and that's man. Okay. Now the rope, one style you have a sleeve like this. One style you have no sleeve, so it's a huge square piece of rope. Okay. Two different styles. Those with no sleeve, we call them the man style. Because what you're doing is you're like a container. You keep getting things into yourself, and what you're doing is you keep sending requests to the outside, and you put things into yourself and process them. So that's what you're doing. You keep on getting things into this world, into yourself, and then you will process them. Now with this, it's different. This one is I have stuff inside myself. I'm now pushing things outside of my body to things around me in this world, outside of me, and I'm going to make things. I'm going to do things. So when you have, like, for example, I'm doing like exorcism work and things like that for some people, I will need the sleeve. Okay? Because I am now outputting things from inside of me to kick this ass. Okay? So it's different. Now, using the no sleeve, for example, I'm doing ceremony, for example, like Cheng San, okay, to bring in energy from the lineage power source. When I'm doing that, okay, what I am doing is actually to get that energy to go into my area, right? I need that energy to come in. So I'm taking in things. That's basically what the man is like eating. You keep getting things into yourself. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so basically, that's what happened with the man and Mo Ro. That's a little bit side dish, but as you can see right here, the Tai Chi is really used as a little symbol that decodes what this thing is doing. Now, one more right here. One more tool right here. This is a straight flag, which we call a fan. Okay, now you see this Tai Chi? Okay, now this is an example of how the reverse, the duck cycles, Tai Chi goes. Duck going backward, duck, okay? Now this is connecting the sky and the ground. Connect, nothing's flowing, okay? Because I am going to use it later on to flow. Right now it's not flowing yet, it's connected. And the ground is fully absorbing while the sky is about to output. So what I'm doing here, okay, is when I use this is usually used for when you want to connect back to the pre-heaven elements, okay? When you want to connect back to the pre-heaven energies, and then they're going to output things to me while I'm going to absorb. So this is used to summon energy from the pre-heaven dimensions and things like that. So when you see a Tai Chi, basically, okay, first is look, is it going clockwise or counterclockwise? If it's clockwise, it's always the Tao, the boss, giving things to the lower side, okay, to the ground, the sky to the ground. When you see the stuff is counterclockwise, it's always reverse, okay, going backward. So it depends, is it going this way or that way? Okay, first you need to identify the Tao or the duck, okay, the Tao or the duck root. After that is done, then you look, is this two dot vertical or they're horizontal? If they're vertical, nothing is happening. They're both connected, okay? If it's horizontal, things is flowing, okay? It started flowing and something is supposed to happen, okay? Some kind of feedback should be there. Let's say, okay, again, I'm going to do this flute thing again, okay? So now I'm the, let's say I hold this, okay? I'm the Do right now when I'm playing. So I am going to provide my air inside. See, connected. Okay, that's the vertical, connected. When I keep blowing, air goes in, that is providing air, right? Go in. And then this air will move around inside and such. But basically when you like that, it's giving and providing into here, right? When I'm done providing, then I will be thinking about what to do next. But basically, you see, this is what happened. This and this. I keep putting in and it got more and more and more. Now when I'm done giving, then the sky, me, I'm done. I'm empty. I'm black right now. I'm done, okay? And this one got all my stuff. And then next is the duck will start, which is the reverse. So I will have a feedback from this thing. So the Do and duck root is sometimes very complex because when you do one thing, it happens all the stuff combined in one go, and it's hard to explain them bit by bit. But basically, the main idea here is you need to understand, okay, are we being giving the stuff or are we getting things back? Okay, that's the main question. And before that, you always have to understand the sky and the ground. Who or which party is the sky? Which party is the ground? That's very important because if you mix up, then basically you really screwed it up. Okay, so yeah. Now let's review again. Okay, one more thing is always remember in Taoism, Taoist Magic, you do not just get one of these things and you start using it and expect it to work because they're not consecrated, meaning that they're not connected to anything. So you need to take it and connect it to whatever your lineage is connected to. So it's like, okay, there are many phone companies. They all sell cell phones, okay? Everyone can buy cell phones. But if you don't have a cell phone provider, a service provider, your cell phone is garbage, okay? It doesn't work. So basically what happened is the same. You can buy Taoist Magic tool, whatever you like, but the thing is they're all garbage because they are not connected to anything. In order to connect to something, you ordain into a lineage, you learn, and basically you know, oh, this lineage connect to this source. This lineage connect to that source, okay? And that's why you cannot learn Taoism by reading books and by yourself, because you don't have a cultivated power source. You don't have a place that you're connected to. And basically you just know, oh, this is a cell phone. That's not enough. You cannot use it, okay? It's like, okay, I'm connected to this Superman power, so I need to write stuff to set what this Tai Chi is supposed to do. And then I will do my Superman stamp, okay? Superman stamp and stamp it on. Now I do my magic, activate it, and ta-da! This is now going to, when I wave it, it's going to summon in the Superman power into this thing. So that's what makes it so magical. It's the work that is done to consecrate the magic tool that makes it magical. Even the robe, this thing, or anything that have this Tai Chi right there, okay? Anything. Now even my cushion right here. Okay? This is the mat, the cushion that you sit on, okay? Basically, this is the very stiff cushion. Now you see there's a Tai Chi as well. So it depends how I place it. I place it like that, like that, like that, okay? How I place it, how this is facing the altar, how I use it, it will make a big difference. And before we even start, how do we consecrate this thing? Well, first of all, you look at this, okay? There's a teen and there's a day, for example. Which is the teen? Well, if you never connect this to anything, there's no teen, because there's no providing party, right? So you first have to need to connect this to something as the teen. So, for example, connect this to Superman power. Take this, write a command, and then connect to Superman, okay? Superman stamp. And then I do magic and activate it. Now this is going to extend a energy beam to Superman. And Superman is going to provide its power in. So Superman is now the teen. Okay? This object is the day. It absorbed that stuff inside and give me the effect. So let's say, okay, now if this is facing this way, okay, you can see it. Facing this way, okay, so this is the teen. Teen is outputting, about to output, the day is about to intake. That's what happened, okay? So when you use this thing right now, okay, teen is about to output. You can do whatever you like to it, but basically that's what the condition is at this moment. It built the bridge, okay, for you to connect and ready to ask Superman to output its power to your side. So you can use it in many, many different ways. Basically, that's what the Tai Chi means. Okay? So understanding this Tai Chi is not very hard. The hardest part is because it's split up in so many micro steps, so it makes it very, very confusing. But the main idea, okay, the main idea of Tai Chi is it's about the teen, the sky, okay, where things come from, and the day, where things where you intake things, okay? This two party, how they interact and how a feedback go back. That's basically the main idea. So it's all around the yin and yang, okay? The giving and the absorbing, and then the Tao and Da, which is the Tao, the giving, and then the Da to give back. Basically, it's this idea repeating everywhere. And in Taoism, you see this symbol in many, many different variations here and there. You have the this thing on like flag, mirror, and everything, clothing, everything will have a little symbol like that. But what does it mean? Then that's another thing, okay? Because even you have the thing, symbol here, it can mean many different things depending on how you consecrate the thing and set. Oh, this is the Tai Chi, and the teen is this. This is the day, okay? You have to set things in. You cannot just buy a piece of thing and expect it to work. That's not magical. What makes it magical is the magic work that connect this to the teen, the power source, the place where you want things to come from, okay? You don't want things to come from this world. So you don't want things to come from this world. You want things to come from another world, the pre-heaven nature, which is the place where our energy is supposed to come from. And that's what makes the Tai Chi different from a normal piece of artwork or design. Okay? So yeah, basically that's the talk for the Tai Chi today. Hope you like it. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Comment below. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.